then we looked at Nibbhana Sutra in Samyutta Nikaya. There, if there is anything that gives a desire or attachment feeling, seeing that is anicca, dukkha and anatta. Also you need to look at that as a roga or a buyer, then it will stop you in attaching to it further, right? So whether it's in the past or present or future, it applies to any time period. That's also something that we looked at. It's only one path, it's only one way, and it's only one method, right? Yeah, that is what we looked at in the Nibbhana Sutra. Then we looked at the Sunyatave. We looked at the Shunyatave. Shunyatave is explained in different ways by different people. Shunya means zero or means nothing. So what is nothing is what you need to understand here. People think, oh, there is nothing. There is nothing in the world. There is nothing outside. There is Rupa is nothing. It's not about whether it's Rupa is nothing. It's not about whether the world is nothing. What you have to look at is whether there is any asada in the outside world. That is what is very important, and once you get to know that, then you will understand and you will be able to walk the path very with a lot of focus. You know what to do and what not to do. Until then, you're not going to know what to do, right? So you're looking at the asada, whether you're creating any asada. That is the problem. The abhisankara is the problem. Then we looked at the same thing we looked at from the Pindapata Parisuddhi Sutra, where Tathagatayan Vahanse and Sariputta was having a conversation, and the Tathagatayan Vahanse was asking Sariputta, how do you spend the time, kind of thing, what kind of viharana are you following? Then Sariputta said, when I'm mainly on Shunyata Viharana. Also in the same sutra it says, Pruthajjana, a person who does not understand Dhamma, he thinks there is nothing. It's not about whether there is nothing or there is anything. It's about whether is there any asada or is there no asada in there, right? Then we looked at the Samyutta Nikaya Gilana Sutra, is Buddhism for Sila Visuddhiya or Raga Viragya. Because there are many people who try to prove that this is to do with the Sila, you get the discipline and then go to the next stage, right? But we looked at the sutra and we found out it's not for Sila Visuddhiya, but it is for Raga Viragya. Then we moved on to Pitakopadesha. If there is any Lokotara Sila, the Lokotara Sila is the Aryakanta Sila, the Sila that you get to once you become a Sotapanna or get to the Marga, to any of these stages. Then we looked at Sila Sampanna Sutra. When one comprehends five things, he becomes Ahuneya, Pahuneya, Dakhineya, Anjalikarniyan, Anuttaram Punyakettam. Right? So what are the five? Sila Sampanna, Samadhi Sampanna, Prajna Sampanna, Vimukti Sampanna, and Vimukti Jnana Darsana Sampanna. Those were the five. So the conclusion we got from there was Buddha's teachings are for Raga Viraga and not Sila Visuddhi. So the main concern here is the Raga Viraga. Once you do the Raga Viraga, the Sila Visuddhi happens automatically. That was the point. Then we talked about Shraddha, Sila, Prajna, Sila and Samadhi. So in the Majjhima Nikaya Chulla Vedala Sutra, it's explaining about the eightfold path, Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa. And in there it says Prajna. Those are the two Prajna ones, to do with the wisdom. And then the two, there are three to do with Sila, Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanta and Samma Ajiva. Then comes the Sila. Then comes the Samadhi. The Samadhi is Samma Vayama, Samma Sati and Samma Samadhi. These three are the Samadhi ones. So you need to make sure you understand that and then follow the correct route, because you get to Samma Ditti. You can't get to Samma Samadhi or Samma Sati or Samma Vayama without getting into Samma Ditti. Samma Ditti is the first step in the eightfold path. So the first step, you have to take the first step. You need to understand the Dhamma. You need to understand the Four Noble Truths. And you need to understand Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta, Asada, Adinava, Nissarana. Once you understand those concepts is when you can walk the path. Then you get to the Samma Sankappa, right?